Welcome to Lake TV's Community Spotlight Show. You can see this show and new episodes every week, weekdays at 8 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, and 8 at night. Our guest this week, a very popular, very well-known figure in the community, the Sheriff of Camden County, Tony Helms. Sheriff, thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks for that intro. It makes me feel good.
Yeah, you're looking so good these days, you're making me look bad.
Yeah, no, I'm doing well.
Okay.
I don't have any complaints.
Very good. So the last time we saw each other was during the candidates forum for the office of sheriff, the election that you won fairly handily last fall.
Yes, sir.
And I get that had to feel pretty good. Maybe a vote of confidence from the community that you've been doing a good job.
Yeah, I will tell you honestly, you never know. That was my second election, and it was first one was very close, and I kind of expected that with so many people running. There were some good guys in there running, so you just don't really know. And I'll be honest, when the votes started being counted, and I looked, and I was like, well, maybe I can pull this off. And then, of course, we wound up doing it handily, as you put.
Absolutely. That's a good feeling. So how long have you been Sheriff of Camden County?
I started my term in January 2017, so it's been just about 4 years and a few months now.
Okay.
4 years, 3 months. And however, I've been with that department since 1991.
So you've been sheriff for 4+ years, but you've been there for a long time.
Long time.
Yeah.
And I will tell you this. A lot of people say, they get to be sheriff. I even thought this, that it's going to be so easy, there's going to be no problem, because I've been around this thing so long and I've had so many people educating me, it's going to be a piece of cake. Well, I walked around bumping my head into walls for about the first 3 months trying to figure out there's so many things. There's no books. There's nothing to tell you how to do things. You pretty much know or you don't, and then you go seek people that know that, like an auditor or a commissioner that can help you with that process. And it was difficult, but at least being exposed, before made it easier.
Is that a book that you can put together for the next guy or gal that comes along?
It's really tough. I'll tell you this. Next time, whether I support the person or not, when I get done, I'm going to stay. Usually in Camden County, it's over in August. So I will hang around and invite that person to come in to my operation and help show him some of the things that I don't think you could write it down, because there's some things you don't do but maybe once every 3, 6, or every year, and you remember it yourself when it comes up. However, write a book about it, nobody would read it.
That'd be pretty tough, that's for sure. So yeah, you kind of made national news in 2020.
Yes, sir.
Of course, the whole COVID thing was going on. The rest of the country was shutting down. And you took a stand for the Constitution.
Absolutely.
And you took some heat for that.
I did. Maybe 2 or 3 people. Camden County was pretty gracious with my stance on that. And listen, a lot of people think that was done for political reasons. I'm here, I'll take a polygraph. That was not done for that. I got angry. And I was listening to even the commissioners kind of bought into some of the restrictions, and they helped me later on. But I'm like, look, this is not what freedom is. And so I just kind of took my stance, and actually I sat down and we drafted a letter, and I had Captain Twitchell and Chief Deputy Brashears. I had 2 or 3 people look it over, and they were soft-shoeing it. I said, no, I wanted to say we are not going to enforce those laws. They're unconstitutional. So after a few more drafts, we got it, put it out. Well, I had never seen that many likes on Facebook, and I'm like, I did something right, good. And that's when CNN got a hold of the letter, and they called and wanted to interview. And by the way, nobody in my court wanted me to do that.
Yeah, stay away from that,
yeah,
right?
Stay away from that.
Yeah.
Don Lemons will hang you out there to dry. And I'm like, I know what I'm going to say, I know what I'm going to do, and I know where the off switch is. So if I don't like what's going on, I'll turn it off. But no, right up to the last few minutes, there was text messages. Captain Twitchell was in the room there with me. He kept getting text messages, and I did be careful, don't stumble on this. And I finally said, turn your phone off. Turn your phone off. We're done. I don't want to hear any more. I've never been nervous in front of a camera, and I'm just about to get that way.
Yeah, that was something else. I mean, you took a stand for the Constitution in a time, where nobody is doing that for some crazy, odd reason in this country. We seem to be, at the lake area, mid-Missouri, maybe like the last bastion of hanging out for freedom at this point. I mean, maybe that's overstepping it, but it doesn't look like it at this point.
I was scared to make that decision. I'm not going to lie, but everybody thought, boy, you're a tough guy. No, I'm not. First of all, I had a political career I put on the line. Secondly, is it going to be good for our community? I've always said I want to work for the community. I can't, you make a statement like that and somebody's going to call you on it. I can't answer every beck and call, but I certainly try. And I thought this is one that can affect a lot of people. I got to looking at our economy, where it was going and being shut down and locked up. This is not what we're about. But then again, you think about how many people could have been my responsibility that I made sick. So, the first one, the one after Don Lemons with all the people in the pool, was kind of interesting because we got a report back. One person contacted COVID, and they were from Columbia, I believe. So,
I mean, people were packed in like that.
It was full. I wouldn't be worried about COVID if I'd been in that pool.
Yeah, maybe a few other things, but
exactly.
not COVID. Okay, so we're talking with the Sheriff of Camden County, Tony Helms. We'll have more with Sheriff right after this.
Your car wants to look its best. The paint, the trim, the wheels, the tires, they want to show off in all of their sparkling glory. Let your car shine with the Quick Car Monthly Unlimited Wash Club. For one low price, you can let your car strut its stuff anytime you want. Your car will thank you. Welcome to the club. Quick Car. Quick, easy, and professional every time. In Jefferson City and Osage Beach.
Your time on the water is limited, and Hy-Vee in Osage Beach knows it. Let us do the shopping so you can maximize your lake time. With our Isles online app, you can have your groceries delivered or ready for contactless pickup when you arrive to the lake. With all your grilling favorites, snacks, fresh produce, and home to the lake's largest wine, spirits, and beer department, your weekend at the lake starts with Hy-Vee in Osage Beach, where you'll find a helpful smile in every aisle.
Discovered over a century and a half ago, Bridal Cave continues to amaze those who venture through it. As you tour through Bridal Cave, you'll see massive onyx formations, giant columns, and the one and only Mystery Lake. Bridal Cave's unique stalactite-adorned bridal chapel has provided a truly unique backdrop for over 3,000 couples from around the world. Bridal Cave is open daily, rain or shine. Guided tours leave every few minutes. Come explore the lake's favorite natural attraction. Explore Bridal Cave today.
Welcome back to Lake TV's Community Spotlight Show. We are talking with Camden County Sheriff Tony Helms. Just starting out your second stint as sheriff in their 4-year stints. Are you going to run again in 4 years?
At this time, I don't plan to. I mean, I know a lot of people, they say, all my political advisors, don't say that, don't say that. And I go, well, what's wrong with that? They go, well, they'll think you're going to lay down. Then they don't know me. Yeah. I will give you everything. I will hand the people this. In August of the next election, I might get a little lazy. Yeah. But I'll be having a new guy in there that, like I said, I'll open the doors to him to come up and let him spread his wings before he has to step in full guns. But no, I don't think I will. It could happen, but I seriously doubt it. I need some life to retire.
Does this job wear you out? Is it a tough job?
I'm going to tell you, it's the toughest job I've ever done in law enforcement. Now, I'm not, people are going to make fun of me for saying this, but I ain't gonna lie, when I thought I got to be sheriff and I won that first election back in August, I said, I'll be able to go in there 6-7 hours a day. I'll be able to just, take vacation when I need to. And I was wrong. Even when I had my leg problem, I was up there when I shouldn't have been. I would go up in a wheelchair. They would meet me down at the bottom with a wheelchair. I'd get out and had a special way to get out, and they'd push me up there, and I'd be behind my desk, and I talked and answered questions and filled out paperwork all the time. But it's very taxing on you. It's not physical, it's not physical, but mentally, my hair was jet black. No, I'm just kidding.
I seem to be losing my hair, there's a lot of stress, a lot of strain that goes with that.
And I ain't gonna lie, this first 6-8 weeks has been very difficult at the county because everybody's wanting some action on something, with all the stuff going on, and they point to me. Look, I'm doing it. It's not the only thing I have going on. I have some things that are more important, some things that aren't, and we're trying to work on it. And when we got to a certain point, I said, you know what, this is some investigation to this point. We have to turn it over to a third party because we need some impartiality. I mean, it wouldn't have mattered if I'd have kept it and done it. I could have made some people happy and some people angry. And I really didn't see a value in us doing that, so I just got a third party out and said, that way we're very clear that we're not going to take a side in this.
So we've had a whole lot of crazy stuff happening on a national level over the last several years, but certainly over the last year. How do things on a national level, politics and all that, defund the police and stuff, how does that affect Camden County and you?
That's a good question. I will tell you, first of all, to start that off, we don't get affected like that. I think for the most part, people support their law enforcement. Not just me, but all the departments within the county, within the state of Missouri. It gets a little slippery out in Kansas City and St. Louis, but we are able to enjoy the support of our constituents out there and all the citizens of Camden County. There is some things that boil over, like this Second Amendment thing with the new president. Everybody thinks he's going to take away our rights. I won't comment on that, but
I was going to go there next.
Yeah, that's okay. We'll go there. But I think that it's really hard because that gets passed down to us, the Second Amendment stuff. There's some other issues out there that people probably should be aware of, but that's probably the hottest thing. It doesn't seem to affect us right now. But I have been in law enforcement for over 33 years. I have never, it's not like TV. Everybody watches TV and said, man, when the feds come in, they're taking over. Well, let me tell you something. If one of those feds come in and try to do that in my office, he'd be in my jail. But let's fix that. That's never happened. I have been treated with nothing but respect, kindness, and courtesy, and they help us immensely. I know everybody's afraid of what their bosses is going to tell them to do, but I'm not going to allow that to happen. Not while I'm sheriff.
Right. And people are worried about that.
They are.
You know, with the new administration and Congress the way it is, where it seems like they're going after Second Amendment gun rights.
Seems like it.
Are the people safe from that, or could the federal government actually do that?
I think they have it within their authority, but I don't think it will never happen. No, I don't. For the simple reason there's not enough of them to affect that. They would have to, let's go extreme. They have to declare a national emergency. I mean, people don't know this, but you can't bring in the Army or the Navy or anybody into the states. It has to be the National Guard. Those people are comprised of people like me and you. They have feelings. They have emotions. They will follow their command, I'm sure, but they won't get any help from this guy to go get your gun.
Right.
But it will help defend that. I made a comment to one of my people that supported me. I said, I guess I just won't be a sheriff if that happens. And they go, no, you can't do that. I said, what do you mean? You took your constitutional oath that you would defend us. So, guys, I guess I don't have to go to jail. I'll be defending you.
Right. It's kind of crazy that we even have to talk about this.
It bothers me. I mean, right now it's killing us. You can't buy a gun. You can't buy ammo. That affects us here. I mean, I finally got a chance to buy like 10,000 rounds of 9mm. You're going, oh my God, that's a lot of ammo. If you do one training session with as many people as I have, I'm out.
Yeah.
So it's not a lot of ammo, and it's ridiculous. What it's done is it's cost the county money, because I used to buy 9mm for right around $100, $125 for a case of 1,000. If you can get it for under $300, you better jump on it.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy times.
Yes.
Okay, so we just have a few seconds left, and it's good to see you again. It's great to have you in office again. Things are going well in Camden County.
I think it's going just fine. Yeah.
Okay, good. Well, thank you for all you do. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
And we hope this job doesn't wear you out too much.
Oh, no. I've got energy to go. I'm still on it.
Okay, good. And we'll have you back on the Community Spotlight show soon. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thank you.
All right. So that is Sheriff Tony Helms, the Sheriff of Camden County. And again, you can watch Lake TV's Community Spotlight show every weekday at 8 in the morning, 3 in the afternoon, and 8 o'clock at night. Thanks for watching Lake TV.